Stadium, Baton Rouge. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick give. It's Durham. He's stopped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Wilson. Snags it, and there's running room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Extending the play. He throws one to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The run inside. It's Valentine. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it on the outside. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Jackson going to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Pulled to the ground. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air. It's Levin. Here comes the Heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Blaylock. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. A lot of urgency for this offense. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Right back to it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
Stopped right there.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Dropping back, it's Sheffield. Rushes on. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Back to pass, it's Sheffield. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure you play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Watkins. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Still running at the 35. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Watkins. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Moving the pocket, it's Sheffield. Under pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll throw it. Right side, it's Harris. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's Clemson engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something done.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Sheffield. Throwing right. Intercepted, and no one's able to score right now. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Levin. Out wide right, it's Harris. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropped back on 1st down. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Valentine. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Rush right in his face. It's picked off and then ruined the drive with a turnover. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Selling the fake. Left side is Green. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Making the adjustment. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Durham. He's got enough. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He tries to take the top off. Got it down the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Green. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Drops back. It's Levitt. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Blaylock. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. That's caught. It's Blaylock.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Hits inside. It's Blaylock. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to and running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. He's changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Jeff Field. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
2nd down to the air. Gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Took it all the way back to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure going right. He's taking a deep shot. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he gets it away.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Got him downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
On the return, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Levin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they